Hi there, welcome back to my channel. So I hope you all are doing well, keeping safe, staying healthy, and students are facing a lot of problems due to this pandemic. Naturally, there's a lot of uncertainty about the board exams, about whether the exams will take place or not, and what are the subjects going to be like, what is the syllabus going to be like. A lot of uncertainty looming in the air. And in such a situation, we all are also placed at home, and we want to study at home. So it is a little, this situation is a little uncertain, but of course, much less vis-a-vis, say, the health workers or those who are facing a lot more problem than students. But how do we address this issue of, spending time effectively at home? Because home is usually a very comfortable and relaxing kind of a place, and has usually been like that for all of us. Like, we go to school, we make friends, we talk with them, we interact, and that holistic process takes place, but now we are deprived of that. So how do we ensure that we make the most of what we have at home, right? Here are 4 tips and 4 strategies that will help you and make you utilize your time effectively at home and also grow as a person. And remember, these are not tips that will work immediately. These are not tips that may reflect, very palpably in your academic marks and all that. This is not immediate returns. They will help you grow as an individual. So that is why 4 tips that are for the longer run. The first one being diversification of information sources. Now remember that there's so much information around today that we are living in a world where, we're living in a world of clickbait literally, but at the same point of time, information sources have really diversified. So it is difficult to remember each and everything that we go through or we read in a day. So I would recommend, and this is something that many people have followed, it's really helped me also, which is that you look at different mediums of information. For instance, if you read a particular chapter in your history or in your science, for instance, if you read a chapter on, say, the chemistry, acids, bases and salts, and then you watch a video on that, and you add that, substantiate that further by hearing something on a podcast, right? Maybe someone speaking on that, a scientist speaking on a topic related to that. So that way, if you diversify your information sources, you're able to retain information longer. And that's one tip that I have for you that will really help you and help you retain information for a longer time, right? The second tip is related to families, right? Now, we all are placed at home and naturally we have family members around us. Now, let's accept it. Family members it's really wonderful to have them around. They provide such warmth, they provide such support and such care to all of us. But sometimes, it does get a little irritating. It does get, same people around, so boring and, maza nahi aa raha hai zindagi mein. So, the thing is that I know it's been 6 months since we have been locked up at home, most of us with the same set of people around. But let me assure you that any person is not a person in isolation. There's a world residing within that person. There's so many stories that person has to tell. Give them an ear, lend an ear, especially to the old people at your home. Right? If you have a grandparent at your home, sit down with them and interact with them, talk with them. Know about your own culture. It's very astonishing, but the fact is that most of us do not know who we are, do not know what is our identity, what is our culture all about, what is our language all about. We are unaware. That's very, very, shameful, I must say. We must interact with elders, and they are a treasure trove of knowledge. So take that knowledge. Do not consider that just because मैं एक smartphone चला सकता हूँ या फिर मैं 4G के बारे में जानता हूँ, 5G के बारे में जानता हूँ, I know everything. That's not the case. We are a civilization that has gone. It's such a profound civilization that we take a lot of knowledge, draw a lot of knowledge from our elders. So respect your elders and take as much as you can from there. They are real treasure trove of knowledge. So secondly, to maintain your familial relationships and to ensure that there's peace at home, that you can study in an environment that is really, positively charged, interact with your elders, interact with your parents, and get as much knowledge as you can from them, right? The third tip I have for you is to be involved. Now, what do I mean by being involved? Spending 4 to 5 hours on WhatsApp and Instagram? Please no. What I mean by that is to be well-informed citizens, well-aware citizens. Remember, now most of you who are watching this video may be aged between 14 and 18, right? This is a time like when we are stepping into the age of adulthood. We need to ensure that we are well-aware and full-blooded individuals. For that, we need to read newspapers. We need to listen to some insightful podcasts, connect with the right people, interact, converse. Remember the art. If you master the art of conversation and asking the right questions, you can master anything in life because you'll be able to extract information from the right people, from the experts. So take time out. establish contacts, build relationships. That is how you're going to grow in the future. And that is how you will possibly, solve a major problem in the future. Remember that there are going to be innumerable problems we all may need to encounter as millennials, right? So we need to first understand the problems, get to the root of the problem. What is it all about? Talk to people. That's when things will happen. So involve yourself in what's happening around. Don't be oblivious. Don't restrict yourself to that one 200-page textbook. That's not going to lead you anywhere in life, right? The fourth tip I have for you might seem very cliched, but it's equally important in this context, which is to eat right and exercise at regular intervals. Now, when I say eat right, that is, you need to, of course, take your meals at the right time, but they need to be balanced at all points of time with some amount of exercise. Many people say that, okay, what's it with exercise? Chalo, thoda chal lenge, thoda ye kar lenge. You need to be regular with it. Because if you're regular with it, it really prepares your body. It gives you that mental equipoise to study effectively and to spend a day productively. So do get into a routine of exercising early in the morning or in the evening, of doing yoga, of doing meditation, and at the same point of time of reflecting, spending some time to just, write your thoughts down. That's really helpful. Let me tell you, it's cathartic. You don't need to necessarily write to put it on a public platform, put it on a blog. You can sometimes write for yourself also. So I have this habit of every week just taking out about half an hour and typing out my thoughts on a laptop, right? Whatever I have in my mind. That there are some things that you do not want to disclose to others. There's some things that you are going through yourself and you want to convey that to yourself perfectly fine. So take out that time, and that is equivalent to any form of meditation. So that's another tip that I have for you. Now, overall, if you look at, the whole aspect of these 4 tips taken together, the one word that perfectly encapsulates that is explore. Remember, you are at a stage in life when there are, a plethora of opportunities ahead of you. You need to first understand what those opportunities are. You need to understand the world better. We all need to understand. And when I say you, I'm including myself in that, because I too am in that process. So I think we all can go in this process together. We can collectively inculcate the spirit of seeking knowledge in all of us, so that we can move forward and establish a nation and a world that is very much balanced and carries everyone forward, right? So I'm really happy to see that many creative initiatives are being taken online, on Instagram, on other platforms, and I urge you all also to ensure that you channelize your creativity in positive directions. Thank you so much for all the lovely comments on my videos. I'm sorry I've not been able to upload videos regularly, but I have been busy with other tasks. So if you have any doubts, you may post them on the comment section for the video. If you have any recommendations on any problems that you face, feel free to share them below and I'll try and answer them. I will post some more videos on some podcasts and YouTube channels that you must follow. So stay tuned for that. And I wish you all a very, very happy Independence Day and a wonderful year ahead. Thank you so much.